The crypto markets have been just red hot recently, and while the majors, Bitcoin and Ethereum, have been stealing the show, getting all of the attention, it is altcoins that have really been seeing the crazy percentage gains. This will continue throughout 2021. If you want to make the big 100x gains, then altcoins is going to be how you do it. In this video, I will share with you exactly what I have been buying over the last couple of weeks and why. My name is Lark, and this is where you subscribe for all of the hottest and all of the latest happening out here in the crazy markets. By the way, if you want to stay on top of the cryptocurrency market, then you should definitely get a membership to the Wealth Mastery Investor Report. This is a weekly report, comes to your inbox every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The team and I will provide you with a deep dive altcoin report on a trending altcoin, top tier technical analysis, a DeFi tutorial, hot new token sales and airdrops, an interview with an industry leader, a trending coin report, stock tips, and just so much more beyond that. All of that for less than $10 a week, making this one of the most value-packed and at the same time affordable cryptocurrency investor reports on the market. There's a link down below where you can learn more about becoming a member today. Okay, so as I have been saying a lot recently, I am convinced that altcoins will be how investors get seriously rich this market cycle. This doesn't always happen in the crypto markets. Make sure you're taking advantage of it while it lasts. Altcoins, of course, are for making the big gains. Bitcoin is for keeping those gains when you get them. That's why I have personally been investing a lot into altcoins over the last few weeks, especially low cap coins under the sort of $100 million market cap range. And I've been going hard into token sales and newly listed coins, so I can't always get into the token sale. There's an incredible opportunity here for these plays. Token sales, they're not going to make money forever, but while they are, they're certainly worth looking into. Strike while the iron is hot, as they say. Please be aware, though, that all of the coins that I'm going to talk about today are higher risk. Obviously higher risk than investing just into Bitcoin. I personally never risk more than 1% of my portfolio on any of these kinds of investments, so please practice your proper risk management strategies always. Because it takes such a small risk, I'm basically minimizing my downside, but the upside potential for my portfolio is massive. If one of these does a 10x, it's a pretty big deal. Anyway, without any other hullabaloo, here are the two coins that I have bought recently. We'll talk about token sales in a minute. Now, in fact, I bought both of the coins that I'm going to talk about here next back in December. I've added to my positions again a few days ago. Now, the first of these is Ramp DeFi. Now, this year we have seen an incredible amount of growth happening in the DeFi sector. But while all of that has been happening, billions of dollars have remained locked up on other networks, kind of unable to, see that extra value from all these coins being used by investors. We could be flowing into DeFi or something like that. But Ramp allows you to do that without selling the underlying asset, right? That's an important thing. That's where Ramp comes in. See, because many of these networks, they offer relatively low staking rewards. And yeah, I get it. You want to hold that asset because the number is going to go up at some point. But the reality is that keeping your funds locked up to get 5% a year is a big opportunity cost when you consider how big the gains have been and continue to be in DeFi right now. But Ramp is really innovational because it allows you to unlock that staked capital and get the RUSD dollar stablecoin in return. You can then take that, swap it for USDC or something like that. You can start farming in DeFi. You can even just dump it in something like BlockFi and earn a pretty safe, stable return. Basically, dramatically increasing the return from your holdings. Now, it is still early days for Ramp. The team is still rolling out their core products. They already have some of their products online, albeit in the early forms for them. The ability to get RUSD via their minter is scheduled to go live in Q1. That's going to be the game changer, obviously, for Ramp. That's going to be the really big deal. It's going to get a lot of excitement around this. The next few months should see some big things happening for Ramp, so definitely one to keep an eye on. Now, if Ramp can capture even a fraction of the value staked in the big proof of stake chains, then the token should see a lot of price appreciation. The token will be bought and burnt with fees generated by stakers. It's also going to give farming bonuses and pay out fees to the holders. Now, the current market cap is still really, really low, actually, but it has basically doubled since I first mentioned it last week here on the channel. If you follow me on Twitter, you should be following me on Twitter. I've mentioned it about 3 or 4 weeks ago over on Twitter, so keep up to date with the latest things going on. Now, I'm aiming for a $100 million market cap minimum for this one, so it's still a lot of potential for gain. I'll keep you updated as they roll out their new features and get the staking platform and stuff live for getting the RUSD tokens. Now, the second one that I've been investing in is the Oasis Foundation's ROSE token. Now, Oasis, it's a blockchain focused on allowing you to be able to control your personal data with complete privacy, including very sensitive stuff like identification numbers and health information. The implications, of course, for being able to properly manage that private data is incredible. We've seen the number of centralized server hacks which have happened in the last few years, obviously really underlining the need for this kind of technology. We've had some other blockchain companies kind of trying to do it, but this one is really a step above all of those. Now, the token is used for paying network fees, for gaining access, of course, to staking rewards as well. But Oasis, I think, is a real standout because it's led by Dawn Song. Now, she is an accomplished computer scientist who has received just piles of awards for her contributions to science. So it's an incredible person to have leading this project. And it's also backed by a list of some of just the biggest names in the cryptocurrency investing world. BINANCE, Andreessen Horowitz, the Winklevoss twins, Polychain, Pantera. Massive. Right now, most of the market is kind of sleeping on Oasis. But if we see this technology start to get used, start to get adopted, and it's good technology, so it probably will be, then we could really see this take off. A $1 billion market cap during this bull run. Really not an insane price target, to be honest. Obviously, it's just a short overview for Oasis. We actually did a full breakdown on this in this week's issue of Wealth Mastery. So if you are a member, make sure to check your inbox. Jesse really, really goes into depth on this one. So it's a great report. If you're not a member, then consider becoming a member. Check it out. You can get the full report. It's really, really detailed. Goes into all the stuff that we don't have time to go into here on the video. Now, moving on, I want to talk a bit about token sales. As you probably noticed, with altcoins going crazy, token sales, they're back in fashion again. Investors are once again making multiple X's on token sales straight out of the gate. Even if you come out and buy the recent tokens after listing, you can still have good opportunities. And that's good for you Americans because you can't get in most of these tokens so you can buy them once they list on public exchanges. So here are 3 that I'm personally investing in right now. The first one is called Glitch. Now, Glitch is a blockchain agnostic protocol designed to be able to enable trustless money markets. Now, it's calling itself a DeFi operating system. So they're offering high speeds, near zero fees, kind of taking inspiration from the EOS blockchain for scalability solutions. Now, as well, Glitch has a profit sharing model built in for token holders with 20% of all fees and revenue shared with token stakers. They're going to be using token wrapping to help really build out their ecosystem quickly and to allow for a lot of coins to be able to exist on their chain. Now, they recently partnered with the new so-called Chainlink Killer API 3, which I think is a big deal for them to get a big partner like that early on. Now, this one is going to be doing a token sale over on TrustSwap on the 11th. And of course, if you've been following TrustSwap token sales have basically all been profitable. So I expect this one to do well too. Of course, you need to have swap tokens if you want to be able to get in on that TrustSwap offering. Now, the second one to be keeping an eye on, Paid Network. Now, this is a Polkadot-based crypto targeting the legal system with a focus on DeFi. The idea is to reduce the costly overheads that are currently experienced when doing any kind of legal documents and contracts and stuff by basically cutting out attorney costs, helping to streamline the process, making dispute resolutions much easier, doing all this stuff on chain, right? Now, this will be done by introducing smart contract-based borderless agreements and a decentralized reputation system. So that's pretty cool. The token will have broad use cases across DeFi, including features such as being able to stake it, but also being able to get access to lending and insurance and escrow and all these different things that the Paid network will enable. Paid will also be doing a token sale over on Polkastarter on January 20th. So that's definitely one to keep an eye out for, like other Polkastarter sales. I expect that this one will be high hype as well. And the final one I want you to have on your radar is E-Money. Now this is a new player in the stable coin market, and I know what you're thinking. Oh man, another stable coin company. Come on, man, there's so many of them already. Well, yes, but this one is actually quite different because unlike basically every other stablecoin provider in existence, they're actually targeting a broad range of currencies, not just USD. Currently, they have available euros, Swiss francs, the national currencies of Sweden, Denmark, and Norway as well. So we can see already they're targeting a much broader currency market. They will be bringing in a US dollar eventually, but they're also going to bring in stuff like the yen. So it could be a big player in the stablecoin game. Now they have already launched a decentralized exchange to allow for super easy transfers between these different currencies, national currencies on the blockchain. It's probably going to be the future of payments, especially with that big ruling out of the USA recently where banks can now run stablecoin payments. So definitely a big deal. These coins are all fully collateralized with E-Money. They're also interest bearing without needing to stake or lock up your money. So you just get paid out for holding the tokens. This is a Cosmos-based stablecoin provider. Their NGM token allows you to earn those staking rewards. Now, this is also going to be a Polkastarter token sale. This one's actually scheduled for the 19th of January at the moment. So far, the returns for investors who have been able to get into the sales on either TrustSwap or Polkastarter have been super big. These two platforms are definitely leading the way when it comes to the current token sale market. As long as the crypto market remains generally bullish, I think we're going to continue to see token sales doing very well. There'll be a day when it ends, right? This is a higher risk, all that stuff, but until then, the money will be made. Anyway, those are just my two Satoshis. Your question for today: what altcoins are you buying right now? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'm always curious to know what you guys have on your radar. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.